Hello everyone! So I have not made a video in a very long time, but I've been inspired to make one lately because I'm going to Kerala, India, and then Kathmandu, Nepal. So I wanted to do a kind of like a pre-travel vlog video. So basically, there's lots of things I've learned in my research of Kerala and South India and Kathmandu, Nepal. Pros, cons, things to look out for. Kind of want to share that with you as well as my excitement. So, for one, yes, you can fly to the Cochin airport in South India. You might think, oh, should I fly to New Delhi first because it's a more used airport, it's a busier airport. But through my research, I've realized that you'll end up paying the same thing if you fly to New Delhi and then take a separate flight to Cochin than if you fly directly to Cochin. So you might be shocked by how high the price is to fly from, if you're coming from where I am, the US to Cochin. But if you do the math and you add up the flight cost of going to from New Delhi to Cochin and then back from Cochin to New Delhi to get back to the US, it kind of rounds out to the same thing, and it's less stressful to just do it all at once. So I would say just get the flight straight to South India. You don't need to stop in New Delhi. Another thing I learned, if you wanted to quickly stop in New Delhi, so you go to Taj Mahal, it's 3 hours away from the airport, Taj Mahal. So I don't think that you could do it very quickly. It would kind of have to be a separate excursion, a few days maybe, depending on your patience level really and how much time you have. Secondly, Kerala is a beautiful place for so many reasons. South India is beautiful in itself because there's a lot of vegetarian people there, which means a lot to me because I'm vegetarian and I really like the idea of people realizing they don't need meat in their diet. Another beautiful thing about it is the scenery. I have looked at countless photos of it. I don't even know what to expect. I just know it's going to be so beautiful. It has so much green trees and beautiful water and jungle-like atmospheres. Wow. So yeah, that's going to be beautiful. I know it is. And I got an Airbnb over there for $40 a night, and it's a big house, like 5 bedrooms, stuff like that. It's huge. $40 a night. So in South India, you can get a really cool place for the money for a low price because, you know, I looked it up and $1 is 69 Indian rupees. Now, I'm going to move on to Nepal, but I'll go back to India in a bit. In Airbnbs for Kathmandu, Nepal, I felt like in order to get something nice, I needed to spend what I would need to get something nice in the US, which is strange to me for one reason. Our dollar is worth 89 Nepal rupees. So it's very clear to me that they know that it's for tourists that are typically going to be using the Airbnbs, and I totally get it. They need the money. I was just hoping to get a little bit more of the Euro trip experience. I know this isn't Europe, obviously, but where you go to a country that doesn't have a lot of money and you're able to live like a king. Not happening. I'm spending a lot of U.S. money for a decent place. Like, it's not even a mansion like I'm getting in India. I'm getting like a condo, and it's $80 a night. That's not that cheap, really. But I'm not complaining. I'm happy that my money's going to people who need it. Just wanted to tell you that that's kind of how it is with the Airbnbs. And and I researched the hotels for a while. Same situation. It's not like in movies where you're going to spend $1 and just get like room service and treated like you're an emperor. No. Thirdly, I want to talk about vaccines. So I've been going crazy figuring out what vaccines do I really need, and also how sketched out do I need to be by the water there, because I went to the Passport Health Clinic to get my vaccines, and not only stop kicking me. Not only do I need to get all these vaccines, but they're saying you're still not safe unless you don't drink the water, you brush your teeth with bottled water, and if your food was washed with water, you can't eat that either. And the only food you can eat is if it came to a boil. And I'm just really worried because it's like, how many different foods get that hot? I understand a lot of Indian dishes, yes, they will saute it, they will boil it, but I can't eat salad. I can't eat lettuce or tomato on a sandwich. It's just a little scary. Maybe I'll be less freaked out when I get there, but I'm gonna bring a lot of protein bars for the times where I can't find a really upscale restaurant to go to. I'm not gonna eat the street food. I'm sure you've heard if you've been watching. I'm sorry, I'm babysitting. If you've been watching other travel vlogs, you may have realized or travel videos, you may realize that everyone's telling you not to eat the street food, or on the contrary, you may realize that you've heard not to eat street food, but then all these people are just grabbing any street food, like Europeans, Americans, Canadians, just going up to street food and just eating it. And I'm over here like, what about the cholera and the diseases? It's just like, so basically, as somebody who hasn't actually been there yet, I'm in this weird limbo where I'm trying to figure out, is this fear of not fear of vaccines, is this fear of the diseases in the water and the possibility of getting bitten by a mosquito with malaria, is this an exaggeration because of people being afraid of foreign countries, or are the people that not caring just not thinking? So that's another thing. Another thing you might want to think about is how expensive vaccines are. So I only got 4 of them. There's more. I didn't even get them all. And it was $560. Can you believe that? I'm hoping when I submit it to my insurance, they'll cover it. But they're not cheap. They're really expensive. And it's just like, you can't just gamble with your life. So you're going to want to get them just in case. I know some people who have traveled there without vaccines and they were fine. But I'm pretty sure there's people who weren't fine. So, and then the other thing the Passport Health people told me was the most common is not those diseases. The most common thing that happens to travelers is diarrhea. So let's say some of the illnesses I've said give you diarrhea, but they're also going to probably kill you, maybe. So the next less bad thing that can happen is just diarrhea. And I'm just going to assume it sounds really painful and uncomfortable. They even sold us like a stomach coater to swallow before every meal, because in case our stomach can't handle it. Whatever. Some other things are, it's just, Kerala is supposed to be so beautiful. Every time I research South India, it's like Kerala, Kerala, Kerala. Another interesting thing is I'm going in the middle of monsoon season, like literally at the peak of it. And I got really freaked out reading some statistics. It was like 1,500 deaths a year in Kerala alone for men, and 250 Kerala women died per year from drowning. And at first I was like, I don't know if we should go. I don't want to drown. I don't want to drown. But then I looked into it, and these are people who can't afford homes, and they're getting in the water trying to find fish to eat, and then they're unfortunate and they drown. It's not the type, so don't get freaked out, what I'm is trying to tell you. You're going to see all these deaths from drowning. Don't think what I thought, what my boyfriend and I were thinking, is that there's just going to be a monsoon wave of water come and capture us in the home. So yeah, don't be freaked out by that. Just be careful, obviously. And another thing, the lady at the Passport Health was saying, oh, monkeys will just walk into your house in India. I don't know if she's full of it. She's never been there, so I think she just is speculating the same way any of us would. So I just can't wait to update you on what actually happened. So I've told you pretty much all of my before trip thoughts, and I want to figure out if what I pictured is the reality, if what I pictured is not the reality, and how much better the reality is, or how great the reality is. And I just really don't want to get sick. And I hope this video wasn't too like spread out all over the place, but I'm going to be vlogging my trip to South India and Nepal, so I'm really excited to involve y'all. Hopefully you'll forgive me for the bad lighting and resolution, because I will be providing you with much better video resolution and lighting in those videos. I'll be using better camera equipment. This is just the MacBook camera, so forgive me. Thank you for watching, and have a great day. Bye.